Hey, what's good, guys? Trent here, also known as Trent World. And today I have another story time to tell you guys. Now, before I get started in today's story time, I just want to let you guys know that I just dropped some new shorts on my YouTube channel. You guys can go watch them. I really love and appreciate if you guys go like them, go watch them. Like I said, it really helps me a lot. Also, I talked about it today on my Instagram and all my socials. I'm very, very close to 100 subscribers, so I would really love if you guys went on my channel right now and hit that subscribe button, turn on that post notification so you guys know whenever I upload a video and gaming videos. Also, I know you guys are thinking, Trent, how come you haven't recorded a gaming video? It's because my PS5 is getting fixed. I'll talk about that a different day. Anyway, let's get into today's story time. So today's story time all takes place back in the good year of 2022. So this is middle school Trent World. So we have to go back a little bit. So your boy's in 8th grade. You know, I'm enjoying life. I'm about to graduate middle school and all that. And one evening, it's like Thursday, I get a call from my uncle. Well, I'll give him a name. I'll call him Rick. So Rick calls me up and he goes, "Hey Trent, how you doing?" I said, "Good, Rick. How about you?" He goes, "Good. Hey, listen, I'm taking your grandparents to the casino." I go, "Oh, okay." He goes, "Yeah, this casino that I'm taking your grandparents to, it had like a little kids section. Would you like to come?" I go, sure." He goes, "Yeah, I'm inviting Jake too." I go, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure." He goes, "Alright, sweet, I'll come by your house tomorrow and pick you up." I go, "Okay." So the next day rolls by. It's like 6 o'clock. And Rick shows up at my house. My cousin's with him. My grandparents are with them. So I get in his truck. We drive all the way to the casino. And it's up on a mountain by some hills and mountains. I'm not going to tell the location where it is. So we get to the casino. We walk in. And right as we walk in, I see everything. Slot machines, playing tables, all etc. And I kind of felt like out of place because, like, you know, I would have never imagined me at a casino, right? Because I can only see one in video games, but not like actually there. So, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. My grandfather finds himself a little bit of the slot machines. So my grandfather starts playing it for a little while, and I asked my cousin, like, "Where are we supposed to go?" He goes, "Oh, I'll show you. Let's get some tokens real quick." So we get some tokens. We go downstairs to this casino, and they have a kids section. So in the kids section, it has arcade games, bowling, golf, all that. But I know what you guys are thinking real quick. Trent, what's the point of this story time? You're just telling us that you went to a casino. There's nothing interesting about that. Oh, don't worry. It gets better than that. So, me and my cousin, we play at the arcade for about like 2 hours, and then we lose our tokens. So eventually we get bored, and we go upstairs. Now, kids cannot be on the first floor. You have to be down at the second floor where the arcade is and all that. So me and my cousin, we go on the escalator. We go all the way up to the first floor. And I see my grandfather keep on hitting the machines, and my grandmother is getting mad at him because he keeps on losing. And he asks my grandfather, he goes, "Hey, can you buy me more tokens?" And my grandmother's like, "Sure, yeah." Then she asked me and my cousin, like, "Hey, you guys want to go?" We're like, "Sure." So we go up to where you buy the tokens and all that, and me and Jake are waiting, right, with my grandmother, and I'm right next to my cousin because my cousin's on the far right, I'm on the far left, so we're just chilling, waiting, and all of a sudden, Jake turns around, and he see an employee, and my cousin turns around and he taps on my shoulder. He goes, Trent." I'm like, what? He goes, you might want to turn around. So I turn around, right? And all I see is a 6'1" security guard. Yeah. Back in the day, like middle school, I was like 5'9". This guy was like probably like 6'1", 6'2". And I'm like, oh no. So he taps on both of our shoulders. We turn around. He goes, kids, you're not supposed to be up here. Or we're like, oh no, we're just with my grandmother. Like, we're gonna go downstairs. She's just buying us tokens. He goes, no, like you need to be downstairs. You should not be on the first floor. So the security guard grabs my shirt and Jake's shirt. He pulls us out to the exit and he pushes us outside. So eventually we got kicked out and we're like, oh my gosh. So then my grandmother shows up outside. She goes, are you guys okay? We're like, yeah. And she's like, what happened? So we told her about what happened. She goes, oh, okay, I understand. So we start walking around because we were bored. And, you know, we're seeing everything. And it's a really cool casino. And they have a hotel. And we were just checking out the lobby and everything. And it looked pretty cool. So eventually we end up walking back in. And that security guard was gone. He was nowhere to be found. So we met up with Rick, and he's playing the slots too. He goes, what happened? So Jake tells him the whole story about what happened and this and that. And Rick goes, oh, I see. Okay, well, it's none of your guys' fault. We're like, yeah. So we ended up getting dinner, and then we were there for like 2 more hours. And eventually it was like 10 or 11 o'clock, so we ended up calling it a night. So we drove back home. And it was a really, really fun night, you know, going to my first ever casino. Because I'd never really been to a casino, so that was actually my first ever trip to one. And, you know, going there just really shocked me. And not only, like, you know, whenever I see something cool or I see something interesting, I kind of, like, you know, have that feeling of, like, oh, like, you know, I want to try that, you know. But anyway, I get back home and I tell my parents, my brothers, the whole story, and they start dying laughing. And it was actually pretty funny, I won't lie. But yeah, that's it. Just a funny story time that happened to me and my cousin. But I still talk about it to this day. Me and my cousin the other day, we were talking about things that happened to us, and I told him the story. He still remembers it, and I want to thank him real quick. So Jake, if you're watching this, which I don't know if you are, but if you are, then I want to thank you for allowing me to tell this story time. You gave me full permission to tell it, and I appreciate it. But yeah, guys, be careful if you're going to go to your first ever casino. Just make sure they have a kids area, because me and Jake were kind of stupid. And yeah, that's it. Real quick before I actually end the video, like I said, trying to get to 100 subscribers on my channel. Really great, appreciate it if you guys go sub to my channel right now, so we can try to reach that goal. Anyway, guys, I love you all. I'll talk to you guys all later.